credit checked out. We started shopping for homes, found them a home that they loved that was going to be compatible with their family. Wrote an offer, got accepted. And then probably midway through the transaction, they had to use their credit card for some medical stuff, but didn't tell us.
Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to My Favorite Mortgage. This is a podcast that is going to allow you to go behind the curtain of the home buying process, not only with a mortgage, but also what it takes and all the parties involved. We do have a special guest today. Yay. So welcome, Jay Martinez, to My Favorite Mortgage.
Thank you, girls, for having me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, that is Jaimie Booth.
And this is Andy Summers, and this is My Favorite Mortgage. So the purpose of this podcast is not only to give buyers hope that when they don't have a perfect situation, they can still become a homeowner, and who you work with really matters. And so that's why we wanted to invite some special guests and let you go behind the curtain, some of the nail biting, some of the craziness,
to say the least,
right? The good, the bad. And so we have Jay Martinez here with us. She is a local realtor here in Southern Arizona.
Yep.
So welcome.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And that's my favorite part about this business is that we collectively work together. We can think outside of the box, put our brains together, and figure out a situation that is specific to each homebuyer, right?
Every situation is so unique.
Yeah.
No two
It's never the same.
transactions are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what we like to do to start off is a little bit of trivia.
Okay.
So
I'm in.
we have a game here just to kind of, we've got our, what did I call it last time? A dry cleaner bell.
Dry cleaner bell.
So if you know the answer, you're going to hit the bell.
Okay.
So Andy, go ahead and draw a card. We're going to
I feel like I always draw the same card.
Well, we supposedly mixed it up last time.
Okay, I don't know how to say that, so I'm going to just skip that one.
Okay.
Okay, the sitar, a long-necked guitar-like instrument, is associated with the traditional music of what country? The sitar.
India.
Yeah.
Good job. Nice. Nice. I was going to say China, so good. All right,
I would have never got that.
Since you won, go ahead and pick a
My
card.
turn. Okay. What river basin contains 20% of the world's fresh water?
I would say the Nile.
No.
Oh, no.
The Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same.
Thanks,
Oh,
Bezos.
You got it. Good job.
We'll give it to you.
I like the Nile. Maybe that's the new name of the new app.
Perfect.
And then just to kind of throw in a little something fun, what's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? What's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? Oh. A shoe.
Oh my gosh. Good thing I didn't snort on that one because it was like right there. That was cute. Good job.
Oh, thank you. I hope we broke the ice a little bit. We wanted to kind of just get to know Jay, her background in real estate, background as a realtor, and of course, we're going to talk about my favorite mortgage, so your favorite mortgage. So Jay, how long have you been in the real estate game?
So this is my 5th year. September I'll complete 5 years.
Congratulations. Half a decade.
Yeah. So, cool backstory. When I was 18, I actually went to real estate school, did all my courses, and did not take the test. I was too scared.
Scary.
And also, too, I don't think I was ready yet, right? I mean, you're 18. It's
young.
I commend anybody who gets into the real estate industry at a young age. But I think that for me, it was not my time. So,
Well, that was only like 5 years ago, right?
thanks. A little more.
So 5 years in, you've experienced the pandemic real estate.
Yeah.
And pre-pandemic, and now we are living in post-pandemic real estate.
Yeah.
You've seen it all. Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really.
exactly. So when you started, how long was it before you actually got your first check?
Oh, good question. So I had a little bit of a transition in the beginning. The company I originally signed on to really quickly I found out wasn't a good match for me. So I did a little bit of moving in the beginning. So I think that kind of set me back a little bit. But once I got settled at Realty One Group Integrity, it was just 2 months before I closed my first
that's
deal.
really
Oh, that's awesome.
fast.
And it was a family member, so it was super great because,
Oh,
all that
nice.
trial and error. And
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
I'm sure I made a ton of mistakes.
make all your mistakes with someone forgiving.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So, well, in total, it was 4 months.
That's pretty. We've
not
been
bad.
asking that question a lot, and that seems to be the most common number.
Yeah.
I'd say about 4 months. So
Yeah.
if you're getting into real estate, you need to have some sort of nest egg and
Sure.
savings to help you through until you get your
Yeah.
first check.
Absolutely.
After 4 or 5 years, I'm sure you have had a lot of transactions. Some of them good, some of them great, some of them kind of on the fence.
Yeah.
Tell us about your most memorable one that you wanted to talk about today.
Well, I represented a very young couple who had 3 children, one of them being special needs. And so it was really important for the parents to have mom home with the child. So
Nice.
dad actually worked
Yeah.
3 jobs.
Oh, wow.
Holy
I mean,
cow.
he was
A
amazing.
workaholic.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
he did what he needed
That's a
to
good
do
man
for
right there.
his
Yeah,
family.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And without ever complaining, he was always so nice,
Aw.
and it was awesome. So credit checked out. We started shopping for homes. Found them a home that they loved that was going to be compatible with their family. Wrote an offer, got accepted. And then probably midway through the transaction, they had to use their credit card for some medical stuff, but didn't tell us.
Oh, no.
So we're getting after appraisal and then do the last credit check and then it comes
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that during the process, there's 10 major commandments
Yeah.
that you are not allowed to break when you're in the process of buying a home. And I think, adding significant debt is one of the big ones.
And you
sure.
can't hide anything from us.
No, we're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
And I'm not sure for the listeners listening, if you are in the home buying process, a lender is either going to do one of two things, either pull your credit like the day of closing, just to double check, usually maybe a couple days, but there's also something that's called an undisclosed monitoring. And when you're in contract, the lender has your social monitored until you close, so that if a new inquiry
Yep.
popped up, car, refrigerator, something like that, we're gonna know.
Yeah.
So
We've
that-
definitely seen that on our side too. Like, oh, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Return the furniture.
Yes.
Just wait another 10 days.
But this seemed to be something that they couldn't avoid. It was a medical bill.
It was, yeah. And they ended up getting it worked out with family members, were able to pay it back down.
Nice.
And we had the conversation, the lender had the conversation, I think just with the lifestyle in general and, the children's dynamic, it was,
Yeah.
Right.
it's just something that they had
didn't
to
have
do
a
in that
choice.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Got a
luckily we're
little
able to.
creative.
Yeah.
So it sounds like there was a family member that came to the rescue.
Yes.
And that's absolutely acceptable too. Gifts for a mortgage transaction is allowed. So they were able to get that debt paid off,
Yes.
stay within their debt to income ratio.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
from start to finish for this transaction, what would you say the closing time frame was?
We still met the 30 days.
Hey.
We were still
Nice.
able to meet the 30 days, which was super
Congrats.
great. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So good.
And for those of you who don't know, 30 days is pretty standard.
Yes.
You know, that feeling of even when there's a hiccup
Yeah.
or a little roadblock coming together, the lender, the realtor, the family,
Yeah.
to get them through to, like we're saying,
Yeah.
the closing
The
table.
closing table.
Yep.
And I think too, like, we had to have the conversation with them, like, hey, we might not, this might not happen for you. And having that conversation was so
Tough.
heavy and so tough, And I think part of our job as realtors is really being able to walk our clients through, hold their hands, and just be with them. And even for me, it was emotional, because
Yeah.
I knew what they had gone through and what this meant to them to be homeowners.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was so invested, and it was just such an amazing moment to actually give them the keys to their new home at
Oh,
the
that's so
end.
exciting.
It's like the best feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots
It's just all that hard work pays off, and there's not a price tag on it. That feeling of helping someone achieve home ownership or a bigger home.
Yeah.
And even if there are obstacles, it's so rewarding.
Absolutely.
We love our job.
Agree.
It's not a
Yeah,
job
yeah.
if you love it, right?
You have some bad days, but like it's so worth it when you close.
Yeah, 100%.
So in real estate, it's basically 24/7. And you had mentioned they found a home. They may have been shopping for a while, and then they made an offer and got it accepted on the first try.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I hadn't known or had met the seller's agent, but I just got on the phone with him and just started communicating and asking him what was important to his sellers.
Oh, nice.
I gave him, with my client's permission, some of their background, and we were able to make it work and get it accepted in the first shot.
That's awesome. Like that extra step, calling and stuff. Yeah.
And it takes, 5
Yeah,
minutes?
absolutely.
Just instead of just sending an email, here's our offer, you took that extra step. And this is why we love working with not only you, but the agents that we've invited on, is because when you genuinely care, those little 5-minute steps just go so far.
I agree.
And, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Also, let me just circle back. I just was reading some of your notes. You have 3 French bulldogs?
I do.
I love them.
They're wild.
That's a lot of energy in
yeah.
the house. How old are they?
So my male, my first one I got, he's 4, and then I have a female who's mom, she's 3, and then I have her baby, she's 9 months.
Oh my gosh, so you have puppy energy too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's like a full-time job in its
I don't
own.
explain it. It's great, but at the same time, it's so much because they're so finicky and they require. Like, they have food allergies and skin allergies, and they're like worse than having a significant other.
Like so needy.
I know,
So
serious.
needy. I actually read that they became America's favorite a dog.
Yeah.
Like took
Frenchies?
I think after
Yeah,
30
Frenchies.
years, they are
Dang,
now.
that's crazy.
So-
Well, you just got a puppy too, didn't you?
I did. I got a Brussels Griffon who's
cute.
spastic. I don't know what I was thinking. What are we thinking?
I'm not
Oh
busy
my
enough.
God.
I need another dog.
Throwing some extra stress of high interest rates
Sure,
and low
yeah.
inventory.
Yeah, you like sent it full sent to. You're like, I'm gonna go get a dog today. I was like, oh, okay. She full sends it with everything she does.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's kind of crazy. So we're debating on what to name him, and he's just spastic.
Yeah.
So my husband's like Ozzy because he's on a crazy
I love
train.
it.
Yeah, I love that.
But I've been calling him Sprout because he's a Brussels Griffon, so he's Brussels Sprout.
I love it.
It's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
That's so cool. I'm surprised he's not here.
No, I'm telling you, he needs to be biting the heads off of bats. He's that crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Do you even know that story?
No.
Oh my gosh. See, she's the baby.
Tell
Okay,
the story.
Ozzy Osbourne. You know who he is?
Well, yeah.
Okay, he was lead singer of Black Sabbath,
Yeah.
right? One time on stage, and you can Google this, he bit the head off of a bat.
Why am I like not surprised though? Like he seems like so. Like if anyone was gonna do it, it would definitely be him, right?
Right,
Like,
seriously,
right.
yeah.
That's disgusting.
It is
it
disgusting.
is
Like for the whole rest of his career, he's been asked, what do bats taste like?
like rabies or something.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder if that's contributed to all of his shit.
PETA, please don't go after us. We were not the ones that did it.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh my
I can't believe you don't know that one.
Well, she is 19.
yeah.
Not 26, guys.
And guess what else is happening? 26 years old. What is happening on Cinco de Mayo for you?
Drinko. Oh,
Well,
sorry.
I'm drinking because we're closing on our house.
Yay!
Buying your first house.
Yay! Yes.
Congratulations.
It's weird being on the other side.
Sure.
Like I'm like, oh, this is what the agents do because we don't really see like the inspections of this. So I'm like, I just know the loan side. Going into it, I was
Yeah.
like, this is a lot. You guys do a
Yeah,
lot.
I have to upload all these docs. Not right now. I have other things going on.
No,
Sorry,
way.
Andy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What's your biggest surprise? Being on this side, because we do the loans
Yeah.
and we could do loans in our sleep. What's the biggest surprise?
Oh, I mean, like I said, just seeing like the agent side when like I don't know what the Binzer is. We don't see the
Yeah.
Binzer in our side. Like we don't go through the inspections. We don't know like the cut ups for that stuff. And I was surprised how fast 10 days goes by in your inspection period. We got into contract and I blinked and I was like, oh, it's over? Like what?
Serious.
And we did all the inspection. Like we got everything it's our first house. We're like going to make sure. But I was so surprised how fast that went by. We were like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that due diligence period.
But we beat out 6 other people.
Nice.
And I was,
for you.
really excited.
I didn't know that it was a multiple offer. Nice.
One day, she priced it low.
Yeah.
Well, that sells a house.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very strategic.
I was
very
like, well,
good.
when we go to sell it, it'll be good.
Yeah.
In the future. Because I'm like, you went off in a day. Good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm
I've
super
been
excited.
pushing for this for like 2 years.
She's like, when are you going to buy a house? When are you going to buy a house? I'm like,
Do you know how easy it is to buy a house?
I'm trying. It's not.
And here you are.
And here I am.
And 2 years goes by fast too.
It really
And that's what I
does.
tell my clients too. I have some clients who maybe they're not ready right now, but I say, get with the lender because maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's a year, and it goes so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, I just talked to you a month ago. Now you're ready. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what she always says is like, we're not going to sit here and say no, but maybe just not right now. Like, we're going to get there eventually.
Right. Right. And that's why it's always good just to check. It doesn't cost you anything.
right.
Let's get a snapshot, a financial picture.
Yeah.
And if you're not there today, we're going to help you get there.
100%.
We're going
guide
to
you.
take a look and say, okay, I want you to go and save till you get to this amount. I want you to go and pay off this credit card or whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Make sure you claim your tips on your
Yeah.
taxes.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah.
And rental income, make sure you include it on your tax. So there's so many things that we can do when we just take a financial snapshot.
Yeah.
Well, I think society, we're all so afraid of rejection, right? We're afraid of the no.
Yeah.
And it's not a no. And that's what we just need to do better at educating people that it's not a no. It's just maybe not right now, like you said, And so just kind of having those conversations with people
Right.
and just educating them, I think is good.
It's only a no if it's fraud.
Amen,
you go.
sister.
Yeah.
That's
There
a
you
whole
go,
story.
yeah.
We should tell that story on one of these podcasts
Yeah.
about our fraud situation. That was
Yeah. We had a case of stolen identity, like fake ID, everything, fake bank statement. It was bad. And it gets caught. It's so easily detectable that it's like, that's the only time we will say no.
Yeah. Makes
I am
sense.
not going to handle that.
Yeah.
nope.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much
Oh, yeah,
for
thank
coming on and
you.
sharing your favorite mortgage. I'm so excited that your clients found the home of their dreams, overcame a little hiccup,
Yeah.
easily, overcome with the right strategic partners in place.
Yeah.
So who you work with really matters.
100%.
And I just wanted to stop or do one last trivia.
Okay.
So this is for you guys. Okay. So this is for you guys. I'm going to pull a card. The bell's right there. Okay. Jay. Andy.
Yes.
What world's leader's mummified body is on public display in Moscow's Red Square? You guys are
The world's
never gonna
public
get
leader?
this.
Oh, we're not going to know it?
What world's leader is mummified? His body is in Moscow's Red Square.
Shoot.
So it's got to be someone Russian.
Russian?
Yeah. Okay, this one's
Nope.
hard.
I don't know, what is it?
It's Vladimir Lenin.
Oh, I was
Yeah, I
going
would
to
know what
say
it
Putin. Not yet.
Okay, that one sucked. I'm gonna do another one. I don't like. There's some really fun trivia, and then there's like ones that really make us feel dumb.
All of these make me feel dumb.
In the United States, do more people die from bee stings or snake bites?
Bee stings.
Bee stings it is.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice. Okay, one last one.
Okay.
What does an angry pepper do?
Scream? I don't know.
It gets
Cry?
jalapeno face.
Punk pepper.
These dad jokes crack me up more than the trivia.
I love it.
So good, though.
So,
So good.
let's refresh. What's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze?
Achoo.
Shoe. Well, again, thank you so much for
Yeah, thank
joining our
you.
podcast today.
having me,
Again,
ladies.
if you have any success stories or overcoming any obstacles the way that Jay's clients had, we would love to hear your stories and share them. You can reach us at myfavemortgage@gmail.com. So we just wanted to say thank you for listening today, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did and had some fun and learned about bee stings. But before we go, we'd like to remind you to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, please rate us, give us 5 stars, review. Any feedback helps. Well, we value your input, so please share with us because we strive to make this podcast not just educational about buying a home successfully, getting to the closing table, but also informative that when you work with the right people and you've got a good team behind you, a roadblock is not going to prevent you. 100%. So please let us know if you have any success stories. And once again, thank you so much to Jay Martinez,
Thank you,
licensed realtor here in Southern Arizona. So any buyers or sellers, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being our guest. And we'll be back for another episode. So stay tuned.
Bye.
Bye.